honored to be with you today at your commencement, one of the finest university in the world. I've never graduated from college. Truth be told, this is the closest I've ever gotten to a college graduation. Today I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it, no big deal, just 3 stories. The first story is connecting the dots. I dropped out of DEET college after the first 6 months, and that they stayed around as a drop-in for another 18 months or so before I really quit. So why did I drop out? It was started before I was born. My biological mother was a young unwit college graduate student, and she decided to put me up for adoption. She felt very strongly that I should be adopted by college graduates. So everything was all set for me to be adopted at birth by a lawyer and his wife. Except that when I popped out, she decided to the last minute that they really wanted a girl. So my parents, who were on the waiting list, got a call on the middle of the night asking, "We have an unexpected baby boy. Do you want him?" They said, "Of course." My mother later found out that my mother had never graduated from college, and that my father had never graduated from high school. She refused to sign the last adoption papers. She only relented a few months later when my parents promised I would someday go to college. This was a start in my life. And 17 years later, I did go to college, but I never chose a college. It was almost as expensive as Stanford. And although my working class parents saving were being spent on my college tuition. After 6 months, I couldn't see the value in it. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and no idea how college was going to help me figure it out. And here I was spending all of the money my parents had saved their entire life. So I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay. It was pretty scary at the time, but looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. The minute that I dropped out, I could stop taking the required classes that didn't interest me, and it began dropping in on ones that looked interesting. It wasn't all romantic